What are the dangers of living comfortably and complacently? And the question is phrased, what are the dangers of comfortable complacency? But I'm defining it as, what are the dangers of living comfortably and complacently? So if you're asking me that question, the answer is living comfortably is no good, living complacently is no good. Because a person must credit for work. The pasuk says, Adam l'amol yulad, man must credit for work. And we're supposed to work hard our whole life. Work doesn't necessarily mean for money. You can get your money very easy. You have to work to be busy, to make improvements in the world in which you live, and in the process make improvements in yourself. The greatest thing a person can do for himself is be busy and work hard. And one of the worst things that happen to a person is that he loses that value of work. I tell my students all the time that the worst four-letter word in the English language is W-O-R-K, work. And in Hebrew, ayin beis dalad hey, avoida. And the so-called American dream, which is about early retirement, making a lot of money and saving and retiring and relaxing and being entertained, there's something deeply unhealthy about that ambition. There's something deeply unhealthy about that drive. Now, it's good to make money. It's good to have enough money to have security and safety and have more than you need. But it's not good to dream that when I'm going to have all that money, what I'm going to do with that money is entertain myself. Because that's not a life. I would argue that for many people, obviously not for all people, for many people, it doesn't bring happiness. And it's not the reason God made us. God made us to work hard. I have a cousin who's a big Talmid Chacham, who at one of our family functions mentioned that Rashi in Masechtas Sanhedrin, that the Gemara talks about the fact that Goy Shavas Chayev Misa, that if a guy who rests on Shabbos is Chayev Misas, he deserves the death penalty, which doesn't necessarily mean he'll get it, he deserves it. The halacha is Goyim were given 7 mitzvahs. But there are a lot of people, the rest of them. A guy can keep kosher, a guy can put up a mezuzah. There's only a few mitzvahs that he's not allowed to do, and one of them is keep Shabbos. So there's a Rashi in Masechtas Sanhedrin that explains the reason. Because Adam la'amol yulad, man was created for work. And stopping to work for one day out of the week is stopping to do your mission, which is death. What about the Jewish people? And the answer to that question that I can't really fully explain is that resting on Shabbos for a Yid is work. But it's only work when Hashem commands you to rest. Resting by yourself is not rest. So a goy is not allowed to stop. Not allowed to stop. He has to keep working. And the Gemara says if he stops working, even if he's stopping to work because he wants to do a mitzvah that Hashem gave the Jewish people, Chayev Misa, that is death, because people were created to work, hard work. Now, not that long ago, people didn't have a choice. People worked very, very hard for the daily bread. And they worked very, very hard. And they lived very, very materially suppressed, depressed lives. But on a human level, their preoccupation with work to earn their few cents defined them, and it gave them purpose. We're living in a very, very good time. We're living in the best time in history to be alive. And the fact, by the way, that so many people talk about how terrible the times are is a reflection not of the material deficiencies, but the emptiness in people's lives as a result of the material deficiencies. Meaning, we're living in a time where, at least in America, there's an enormous amount of wealth.